Of passing on the buck of each other's influences together to kind of create this amalgamation of passion.
This is the making of for the film Bastion, the second year's feature film.
I was very happy because, during the pitch process there's a competition, so you have to try and beat out other people going for the same role, which is kind of hard because you're friends with them. But I was quite happy that I achieved it, if you will. I just kind of felt bad for the other people that didn't get it at the same time.
Last year when we first started, it's more of a, we should treat it as a learning experience rather than thinking we're going to make a sick film, because we are students and everything. Yeah. And that's sort of resonated in my head. It's quite an important thing to think that it's good to learn off other people.
The dry runs are finished. Now let the production begin.
Lord Taverstone in the film, he's been very helpful. So he's tried to help with extras, and he's also he's providing all his own costume. So the character of Lord Taverstone wears like nice suits, almost tweed-like sort of thing, and then like neckerchiefs and stuff like that. And Keith already has all of his own sort of stuff like that because he's quite a upper class older gentleman. So that's been helpful.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty much always inspired or influenced by like a number of directors. I guess like the top three would be like Stanley Kubrick, David Fincher, and Paul Thomas Anderson. They all bring something new to the table, but in some way have all been influenced, not by each other, but mainly by Kubrick. They've both been influenced by him, so I'm a kind of Kubrick fan.
We did auditions for the 5 main roles that we had, because we've got so many different speaking roles that it was going to be ridiculous to cast for every single one. So we did the first 5. It's been quite good finding the right person for the role, because if it was a shorter film, it's 10 minutes, it doesn't matter as much, if that makes sense. Whereas you're going to be seeing certain people on screen for most of the film, if not the entire film, so you need to make sure that they're the right choice.
Sound.
Rolling.
Mark it.
Scene 86, shot 1, take 1.
To respect your role and stick to just the creative side of it when you're director, but you also got to take on that productive side and sort of whip people into shape, and that's quite hard. Locations are very stressful right now, trying to secure a manor house for this script. That's been really hard. But in terms of the creative side, that's really where we enjoy it, really. Writing the script and blocking the scenes and working with the actors will be fun.
So because of that, I see him as kind of the great filmmaker and the kind of approach that I would want to take with actors. So yeah, I kind of bleed that into the influence on my end for this film. But the good thing is well, thanks to me and Louis working with each other, Louis kind of introduced me to David Lynch more than I knew, which was just a kind of layman version of my understanding of Lynch. I'd only seen Blue Velvet before I came here, and then he sits there and talks very passionately about Twin Peaks and Mulholland Drive, which I watched the other week. We're kind of passing on the buck of each other's influences together to kind of create this amalgamation of passion to make the film together. Because that's the struggle you get with a team of directors, but because we're actually quite closely linked in terms of the influences, so it does work quite well. No production is ever going to be easy, especially when you start putting in contributing factors that can kind of inhibit the directorial team's vision. In an ideal world, we'd have hundreds of locations and hundreds of great actors, and everything would be smooth and lovely and look exactly the way we want it. But when you start looking at micro budgets and you're only going to work with about $8,000, when you start thinking we've got 54 locations to get and we've only secured 1. Things like that, they can get you down, and you do get those concerns coming in, but I don't think it's anything that we can't overcome.